Hey everybody, once again, this is Aaron Woodson, or some would like to call me AA Ron. I guess I'm gonna have to just get used to that since it's been going on for years now. But continue to like, subscribe, share, comment. What I'm doing here is I'm about to blend these two doors. Blue Lightning, paint code N6. Remove the door handles. And there was a little damage on the doors, as you can see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this blue in and clear coat the whole doors. I'm also got a mirror cover to do. So I'm going to try to record this as I do it. It'll be my first time doing it. I don't have a tripod, but we're going to try that and see what happens. Okay, I got something set up here. I use a 3M full face respirator, so you won't be able to hear me talk. But I'm going to turn this booth on. It's going to get noisy. I'm going to put a coat over this area that I sealed first. And I'll probably do 2 coats and then I'll start blending it. Okay, so for the most part, as you can see, I have it covered. And as I sprayed, if you noticed, I flicked my wrist. And I did that so I didn't have a stopping point right here when I stopped painting. Same here. I didn't want to have a stopping point right there. So I flicked my wrist and rolled that paint off to where it dusted to the back of the panel. And then this way it dusted to the front of the panel. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put one more coat on there. I'm going to blend it to the front of this panel. I want to end my blend probably right in here. That way, I don't affect the color from the door to the fender. Therefore, trying to achieve a repair, a refinish that's unnoticeable and undetected. Same back here. I'm going to end my blend probably right here about under the door handle. And also what you'll see me do, there's a little bit of paint missing there. Then I believe there's another spot up top here somewhere, but I'm going to fix those spots as well. Now, this is a trick I like to do. I like to point shoot it and then just really fine blend this thing, so to speak. Now, and as you can see, that paint is evenly across the sealer spot is hid. I will now come with 2 coats of clear, 2 medium coats of clear to finalize this. When I unmask it, you will never be able to know that these doors were repaired. Okay, so now I'm going to mix up my clear coat. I already have this preset as my favorite. What I use is the DC 4000. It says low temp harden. I'm going to use the mid temp. And I can get this done with 10 ounces. Let's do 10 ounces just for efficiency's sake. My first component is the clear coat itself. 249 parts of that. You can see like I said, I'm using DC 4000 Deltron Velocity Premium Clear Coat. This is good for a production shop. Not the best for overall paint jobs, but it will work. And on my first, I'm going to go over on this just to show you. On my first part, I always put in there, I never really try to get it perfect. And as you see, warning, overpour. Tells me I poured too much. This is the great thing about this system. So you don't have to do the math, it can do the math for you. Hit continue. And let you know, recalculated based on this component's amount, it'll be 11.46 fluid ounces since I went over. Yes, I want to do that. You notice it changed the amount of hardener I put in there. I will now add that. I went over a little bit, but 1.1 parts, that's not really nothing to shake a stick at. I'm using a 3M PPS cups. This here is the older system. I'm going to start with the newer system as soon as I run out of these here. I already have my adapters, I have my new dispensers, but I'm going to use these up until I get done with them. I'm using the Cytojet 4000. It's a little bit older gun too. They're out with the 5000s, but this one still works great. 1.3 millimeter tip. I was told on the side of 2000s, you open these up 2.5 turns and open the fin 3/4 of a turn and you get your max efficiency. So that's just a starting point on how you want to spray. You want to tweak this gun, and after experience and doing it for a while and checking spray patterns, you'll get used to a way to spray. Me, myself, what I do, I turn the fluid down a little bit, turn the pressure up a little bit more, and I move a little bit slower so I like to watch the clear just fall onto the car versus just moving real fast. I've done it both ways. I like that technique better. Okay, I'm about to get started here. But you're gonna see I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. That's just the technique I like to use. That's just the way I like to do it. There's no right or wrong way to spray top from bottom. A lot of people would tell you top to bottom, but it's mostly a preference. Some will say because the paint is falling down, so you start from the top. But like I said, it's just a preference, whatever works for you. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna put 2 medium coats of clear on here. And if you notice, I'm going to do both doors at the same time. What this stops is buildup in between the doors and making it heavy. I like to spray my panels together. I like to run them together. If I was spraying this whole side of the car, I would walk the clear coat. It just stops from buildup in between the panels and heavy edges. Most will agree. So here we go. Here it is unmasked. You can't see a color difference between the fender and the door. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was trying to achieve. Nor the quarter panel and the door. Maybe a little bit fresher. Nice wet look. Put the mirrors on it, wash it, it's a wrap. Continue to like, subscribe, share, comment. Any questions, concerns, let me know.